Welcome to Shady Acres Rehabilitation Center, a place to get rid of those nasty addictions that will risk lives. Now let's cut the stuff and get right into it. Who would like to go first? Let's start with you. Please state your full name and what you're addicted to.
My name is Mary Claire Grimion, but people just call me MC, and I'm currently struggling with nicotine addiction.
How did you get into this mess, hon?
It started when I was hanging out with a new group of friends in the neighborhood. Since they're a new group of friends, I wanted to be my best self and somewhat impress them. There, we're walking around, and they started to walk towards a more secluded area. I didn't know what to expect. Being my anxious self, I was already freaking out because new people scare me, and now my anxiety was out the roof. They took out a jewel and asked me if I wanted to hit it. My brain was spinning. I didn't know what to do. I had two options. Either to say no and be kicked out of the group and be uncool, or hit it and seem cool and go home feeling guilty. In the end, I hit their jewel and they told me we should hang out more after. This brought me to the conclusion that this situation would most likely happen again and again as long as I continue to spend my time with them. I continued to hang out with them because I didn't want to lose my only friends. Since I was spending so much time with them, I became hooked. Hanging out with them and hitting it around once or twice a week wasn't enough for me. I needed more. I ended up getting my own jewel from a chill older cousin of mine who was allowed to purchase one. Whenever I'm in public, I am desperate to find or even hunt someone down for pods. Since I'm a teenager and can't purchase them as a gas station because the purchased jewel products need to be 21 and up, 18 depending on the state, I need to be creative to get my product. I definitely find my way for getting pods, and there's almost never been a moment where I didn't have some on me. Now I own a jewel and I can't stop, and I don't know what to do from here.
What effects have you seen from using this drug?
Since I purchased my own jewel, I've hit it around 40 times a day, and the effects really do affect me more physically than mentally. For example, I get an itchy throat, runny nose, headaches, and a dry tongue. I'm worried about my future and how it will affect my lungs if it hasn't already.
All common side effects of a juuling addiction. Juuling can affect the brain like any other drug, making you want more and more by the release of dopamine. Nicotine, in general, affects the body by making the pancreas produce less insulin, causing a slight increase in glucose or blood sugar. Juuling is a pretty new thing. Having it be new means we don't completely understand the long-term effects of the product.
I know it's bad for me, but I have social anxiety and depression. Juuling just makes me feel happy and much better about myself. When I'm in public hitting my jewel, I get lost in attention. People will come up to me and ask to hit it. New plugs equals new friends, and people will literally be attracted by the smell. Overall, I just feel like a cooler person than I was before. I don't want that to all disappear.
If they are your true friends, they will respect and understand your decision. Feeling like you belong is amazing, but is it worth your health in the near future? How about you, Aiden? Okay, cut.
What's up, guys? My name's Brandon. I started smoking to get MJ, which is cannabis for irrelevant kids who didn't know.
Back a few months ago, my older sister was having a sleepover with her friend at my house, and there was no adult supervision. We were in my sister's room, and then she asked, I got weed, anyone want to smoke? I mean, I was very nervous because I'd never gotten high before, and I was very inexperienced with hitting a joint. I mean, I felt like nothing in life mattered, and all of my stress was gone like poof. I thought this to myself, and your boy, played it off like he was a straight G, yo. Anyway, I hit the joint, and let me just say, it fell whack. I mean, all the cool people smoke weed, right? I mean, look at Snoop Dogg. After this incident, I started to smoke it more, occasionally. I didn't have to have it. But sometimes it just felt so good, I wanted to use it more than just a few times a week with other people. I couldn't resist feeling that feeling again. So I talked to my older friends who got me a dealer. I was hooked. Even though weed isn't very addictive, I sought after the feeling of living life without anxiety. Until it got too far. I was smoking it daily with no means of quitting. At this point, I realized, I don't know, I might need some help.
And what effects have you seen smoking cannabis? And have you ingested it in any other way besides through joints?
Now they say it, I do feel like I'm falling behind school. I also feel a sense of being not social and just angry towards my friends. I often can't remember stuff that happened recently. I almost feel like I have been reverted back to a caveman state or something. I haven't used this edible things or anything, I just smoke it.
Oh, Aiden, you're actually correct. Cannabis is known to cause legal complications fall behind in school, have problems at work / productivity, and an impaired ability to learn and remember things. This is common for all marijuana users. Next, how about you, Tara?
Hi, my name is Tara, and I'm addicted to MDMA.
It all started when I was at a party with my friends. We were all drinking, having a good time when my friend offered it to me. All my friends were taking it, and I just wanted to fit in so bad, so I took the drug. Whenever we would go to parties, we would take it, and that's how I got hooked on it. I got really depressed and anxious for weeks after the highs. I started to crave it, ignoring all the bad side effects, because when I was high, I could forget all my problems and just be happy for 1 second. That's all that mattered. My friend got me a dealer, and I started taking it more and more. Eventually, I started taking it almost every day, ignoring all of my responsibilities. MDMA started to build up in my body apparently, and I had a seizure. My mom found out that I was taking MDMA, and let's just say she was just a little mad. And that's how I ended up here.
Are you okay?
Right about taking you to Shady Acres Rehab Center, and we're all glad that you're here, aren't we, guys? Some of the awful side effects that you experienced.
Confused, depressed, and had trouble sleeping. I had horrible anxiety, nausea, vomiting, dry mouth, blurred vision, dizziness, faintness, chills, sweating, a higher body temperature, and a seizure.
MA affects your body's ability to control temperature that can cause your liver, kidney, or heart to fail, even death. But the long-lasting effects using MDMA aren't completely reliable because the drug is pretty undercover, because it's a party drug. It's not as open as nicotine or cannabis. As of now, more studies need to be done so we can give an exact answer to the long-lasting effects of MDMA. I can tell you some more regular use effects of the drugs, which are a high heart rate, blood pressure, muscle tension, teeth clenching, loss of appetite, impulsive behavior, and aggression. Thank you to everyone who shared their stories today. We here at Shady Acres Rehab Center can't wait to see you next week.